YouTube, man, what's going on? It's LNH back with another video. And man, yes, you read that title correctly. It's true. And they lied to you guys. You guys need to be paying attention because a lot of the narratives that are going on around people like Bronny James and people like, of course, Mikey Williams and even Zaire Wade are really false at this point. Bronny James has really been the talk of high school basketball for a minute now, but what they really put out there about him is completely false. And I'm going to break it down and get right into it. But before we get in the video, man, I got to apologize, man. I really haven't been responding to a lot of your comments like I used to back in the day. And I'm really going to try to make a better effort at really getting in touch with you guys, checking up on you, and of course, being in the Discord. If you guys have not joined that, go join the Discord. I'm going to be much more active in there and try to get that all situated for you. But man, if you like these type of videos, drop a comment down below. Who's your favorite high school hooper? Let me know in the comments down below. Now, if you guys didn't know, of course, the idea that Bronny James had actually got deranked by ESPN has been put out there heavily. And a lot of people think this is a bad thing for Bronny James. Of course, if you guys know, you're not going to be deranked for no reason. Most likely something is going on where other players maybe in your class are playing a little bit better than you, or of course you're just not meeting those type of expectations that people really had for you. And at one point, Bronny James, of course, was, in my opinion, not really meeting those expectations, not doing as well on the court. But of course, if you guys watched him play in EYBL at all, this dude is clearly showing why he is, in my opinion, one of the best players and will be one of the best players in the country very soon. And we've seen glimpses of it, but I think the way we saw him play defense, his IQ, and just his overall feel for the game was really strong, in my opinion, despite him not always scoring a lot of points. Now, with that being said, Bronny James actually being deranked was one of the best things that could have ever happened to him. And hear me out, I know this kind of sounds crazy. Now, whenever something like this happens, if you're a hooper and you have any type of disappointment in your life, you have to think about it. Man, are you happy about this, or are you kind of aggravated? Now, majority of people are going to say they're either sad or aggravated, but what this can do, and a lot of people aren't realizing this, is give you an insane amount of fuel to propel you to be that player that you really want to be. Somebody like Bronny, coming up all these years, has one, always been in the eyes of the media, and two, always been criticized and compared to his father. There's really no getting around it, because when you're that popular, and of course you're just born into that type of fame due to what your father has done in the game of basketball, and big brother Bron, arguably one of the best players of all time, has done so much in the game of basketball that people are naturally going to compare you and really pick apart your game. And of course, you're always going to get this same old saying, man, he's overrated, he's not that good. But when we really take a look at it, man, I think this is going to give Bronny James an insane amount of fuel to really prove people wrong. And I think we saw glimpses of that even in EYBL. Of course, those rankings did come out before he actually started playing in EYBL. And man, Bronny had that 20-point game. He definitely did get dropped one of those games for sure. But I think he's been playing well enough to where we can say this dude is not the 41st ranked player. Now, the other side of this argument as well that I think not a lot of people are realizing is, of course, the competition that Bronny James plays against is probably a lot better than the majority of people ranked above him. We just got to be honest here. Yes, some of these dudes are playing in EYBL, I'll give you that. But on the other hand, school-wise, man, who really has that type of competition like they do, of course, at Sierra Canyon or in that California league that he's in? Now, if you want to argue and go ahead and say people from Mount Verde or IMG or those type of prep school teams have better competition than you, I would have to agree with that aspect. But on the other hand, a lot of these guys go to regular schools which really don't have the best competition. They're out here dropping 30-40 point games when their competition really isn't it. You saw somebody like Mikey Williams. What happened to him when this dude was playing in California? What was going on back in San Diego? He was killing. He was ranked very highly, of course, scoring a crazy amount of points, averaging a crazy amount of points, and even had that 77-point game where he shocked a crazy ton of people, and that's OD points. I gotta be honest. But what happened once he came to Charlotte and went to Lake Norman Christian? He definitely didn't average as many points and definitely did not have a 77-point game, and of course was playing with a lot better competition, and even at one point struggled in his high school season. Now, a lot of people look at this and really just want to brush it off, but competition means a lot whenever we talk about players like this. And of course, the competition you go against really is going to make a difference as to how many points you're going going to average, how many assists you're probably going to have. But I think the better competition you play in the long run is really when we're going to see that difference. And of course, man, like I keep saying, by the time Bronny James actually becomes a senior, Amari Bailey does graduate, is going to be his prime time when we can really determine and say with 100% certainty, is Bronny James really that guy? Does he really have that type of swag on the court to just go out there, get buckets, and really defeat his competition and prove a ton of people wrong? Or is he really not that good? I'm not going to call this dude overrated or even overhyped until that moment happens. Now, if you're still watching the video, man, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel, and let me know down below what your favorite part about Bronny James' game is and how good of a player do you really think he is. Let me know in the comments down below. And also let me know if I missed anything about Bronny James. Do you really think I'm correct in saying that they're lying to you about Bronny? Is Bronny really that guy? Let me know in the comments down below. Now, I gotta switch the topics, talk about my guy Zaire. Man, Zaire just posted this video on Instagram, and let's just say it's safe to say he's been putting in a ton of work. Man, roll the clip. Now, honestly, after seeing Zaire play like this, and even the comment he actually stated here, safe to say 3 a day is paying off, I think this is crazy, man. You know, if you're really serious about this game of basketball, what do you have to do? You got to really give it your all. Getting in the gym 3 times a day, honestly, in my opinion, is just going to give you really an opportunity to get to the next level. It really doesn't guarantee anything. But what this tells me about Zaire Wade is he is someone who's taken this game seriously and is really trying to play at the next level. Now, of course, this dude does have offers from places like DePaul University, University of Nebraska, University of Rhode Island, and University of Toledo, which that's pretty interesting to me. Of course, he does have these offers, and we're still waiting to hear where is this guy gonna go. But clearly, I don't think he's gonna be quitting basketball anytime soon if he's getting in the gym 3 times a day, and specifically looking out at his bounce and his body. Of course, I did make a previous video talking about his transformation and how much work this dude has put in, but I think him taking all these strides to play at the next level really shows that he's super serious about this game. A lot of people really question this, especially earlier on in his career, because in my opinion, he was definitely looking like more of an average player and really wasn't as good as a lot of people thought he would be, of course, being the son of Dwayne Wade. And you know, like I always say, you're going to get that comparison regardless every single time. And it may not always be one that's positive, but for sure it can honestly give us a perspective about how good he's going to be in the future. Now, I'm really curious to see what this dude is going to do next. Of course, it's already July, almost August, and we still haven't heard anything about where this dude is going. His lips have been sealed. So you guys know, I'm curious, where do you think he's gonna go? Do you think he's actually gonna go to one of these colleges or not? Let me know in the comments down below. You guys know what's going on later today. It's the NBA draft, and of course, man, there are a ton of hoopers in this draft that I'm sure I'm gonna be putting videos out about these guys, man. But let me know in the comments down below if there's anyone or any specific vids that you would like to see about the NBA draft. Man, we've been covering these guys for a minute now. You know, the Jalen Greens, the Kyrie Walkers, and if they really make it to that next level, even the Sharif Coopers, man, I'm going to be proud, and it is going to be an exciting moment. But let me know in the comments down below who you're most excited to see in the future, this upcoming draft. Let me know. Make sure to like this video, join the Discord, subscribe to the channel, man, and I'm going to be commenting. I'm going to make sure I respond to all of your comments. I will try my best, so make sure to leave one down below. We will run it up, and I appreciate all the support that we've been getting like always. All right, it's LNH and I'm out.